We are on the last assignment for Art 1020, and we are working on an autobiographical still life of just personal objects that tell a story about us. And part of the assignment is a small self portrait. And it's better to start with black and white. This is not a picture of me. This is just been chosen because it was an easily available black and white picture. But I want you to find something that is of you, and you, worst case scenario, you could run it through a Xerox machine to make it black and white. You could possibly do it on your computer or your cell phone. Don't draw an image from your cell phone because it's way more difficult, because it's a luminous light image. It's not really a flat, matte, colored, or rather uncolored image. It's a light image, and it's different to draw. So don't do that. We don't care if it looks like you. This does not look like this child. One thing I did was I closed the mouth because I did not want to draw the teeth. I suggest that you choose a photo that does not have teeth showing, or just close the mouth as you're drawing it. That has had the effect of making this person look older and more serious, maybe. Also, the eyes are looking in a different direction. All these things don't matter. I just want to talk to you about how to start an image like this. And you can see the egg shape, and you want to draw that with the tortilla stump. This is almost all of the images in your black and white photo are just shadows. And if you start with lines, because the face is a soft flesh image, then it's not going to work. It'll look more cartoonish, and it won't look like an actual face. Because so start by drawing all these parts with your tortilla stump. Notice on the eyes, after you've done that, you can go back with a pencil and show some of the lines, because there are some lines, but you don't want to add those until after you've done the shadows. The eye is basically shaped like an almond, so it has a round edge and a pointed edge. And the darkest line on the eye is what you're going to draw, and that is the line of the upper lid where the eyelashes go. And then you could also outline the iris, the colored part of the eye. So this is where, after you've done all the shadows, the side of the nose, remember you're going to choose a dark side and a light side. Choose a photo that has that because it's easier. And then the dark side will have the shadow on the side of the nose. There will be some kind of shadows around the eye, because this is a child. The eyes don't look that much in shadow, or there aren't really dark circles under the eyes or anything like older people might have. So 2 places on the eyes where you can add line afterwards. Eyebrows, if they're dark, the lines grow up and then they grow out to the outer edge. This little girl doesn't have real defined eyebrows, but if she did, That's what they would have. You can always go back and reblend whatever you've drawn too, and create even more shadows. The nose is just simply a dark shadow on one side, a smaller shadow at the bottom, and then you have some dark shadows where the nostrils are. And you can revise those with your school pencil eraser as much as you want, or with your kneadable eraser. We can revisit that. Just remember, there is not a line on the side of the nose. It's a long shadow, okay? If you do a line on the side of the nose here, it is not going to work very well. On the lips, the darkest line on the lips is the line where the mouth opens. And on most people, it's shaped like an M stretched out. And the upper lip can be very pale too. I've just switched to an H pencil. And it's also shaped like an M stretched out. The lower lip, for most people, is like a U stretched out. Now, someone who's really elderly or like a little tiny baby, these things will vary. We're just talking about just an average face. So, it's not gonna ever look like this little girl, and we don't care. That's for a different lesson. This is not exactly a portrait. It's because I want you to have the experience of drawing a face. So, the ear. The ear is C-shaped. And again, draw it with your tortilla stump. And that's really all you need to do. There's usually a shadow under the ear and on the side of the neck. And then the jawline starts, and it's lighter right next to the ear. And then it gets darker under the chin because there's a deeper shadow. The deepest shadows on the face are around or under the eyes, under the chin, and there's some under the nose and a little bit under the bottom lip. So the next thing is drawing the hair. But before we draw the hair, I want to revisit the nose. Basically, if you're threatened by drawing a nose, and we all could be, remember it's just a J shape. Okay, let's do it with the blending stump. It's just a J shape, okay? Backwards J, still a J. So, shadows under the eyes, a dark one under the chin, small one under the lower lip, and one under the nose. So, that's all. Hair. I'm going to take the 2B pencil, and you just want to draw the hair in the direction it grows. And if your hair is short or pulled back, you need to show the hairline. So this person has kind of a jagged hairline. That's okay. We just need to show where it goes. If your hair is really short, you need to draw hair in front of the ear. If your hair covers your ears, then you don't have to draw it. And then draw it in the direction it's combed. So this person's hair is combed back, and it's just a lot of lines. And then after that, blending. Oh, and you don't necessarily want that line you drew for the hairline to show. It's more just small lines, hatching really, you remember about hatching. And just have fun with it. So if you have super short hair, you would draw the hairline. There's a head down here. You would draw the hairline. And then just show short hatching. That's all you have to do. Or maybe it's short hair, but it's combed down or back. Just be sure you have some hair in front of the ears and it will be okay. Hair is the easiest part. So, first of all, get the proportions on your face right. We talked about some of the shapes, the eyes being a almond shape, the lips like an M stretched out, the nose like a J, eyebrows are just an arch, the ear is a C shape. So you could even, before you did the hair texture, you could even draw the hair in with your blending stump and then go back and show the texture on the hair. So have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. And again, we don't care if it looks like you. It's just an exercise in drawing a head. Since we are most familiar with ourselves, with our own facial features, it can be simpler. So just as kind of a review, when you start your head, start with the egg shape. Proportions are this. The eyes are halfway down. So show where the eyes are. The nose, choose a dark side of your face. There should be one in your photo. It'll be easier for you. If there is, you won't have to invent it. The nose is kind of a J shape. And then there is a shadow under the nose and under the lower lip. And you have the beginning of your face. Most people don't really think about the fact that the eyes are halfway down on the head, but you have as much head above your eyes as you do below. Now, only after you've marked out these things should you begin with line detail. Then you can go back and do this line here on the upper side of the eye and the textures on the eyebrows and the mouth. But the human face is generally not a line image. To do so would make it much more difficult. Okay, now my drawing really doesn't look like that little girl at all. She looks older, and she's not smiling as much, but you get the idea. So work on that, and I will be available on email to help you as you progress. Bye.